Hi, everybody. Hi. How are you guys doing on this magical Monday? Woo. It's good to be back with your daily dose of dirt. If you are joining me for the first time, I'm the Blonde Wise Woman, the Craft and Crone, the Blondie Witch, your witch in Georgia. And South Georgia today is overcast, warm, blustery, and windy, perfect for the moon spending the day in an air element day. Aquarius. Yes. Open-minded, peaceful, content Aquarius. Yes. So, but I woke up this morning to get ready to journal, do a little scribble for you for your daily dose of dirt. And I just had this feeling starting to stir within me. It's just that, okay, it's Monday morning. I've got to write this to-do list down. Mother's Day is approaching soon. My mother-in-law's may come to see us this weekend. And I just, the new moon is going to arrive beginning of next week. Ooh, I have a cake to make, a pie to make. I have some perfume solids to make. Oh my gosh, the list just kept going on and on. I was like, it's just Monday. How am I going to get all of this done and still, just relax and enjoy this beautiful blustery day? And then I started looking at my charts and seeing the signposts, and they were just like blinking and sounding off this hellacious alarm this morning. And I thought, okay, I don't do well with sound. Like even my phone, I have on vibrate all the time. I don't like dings, bells, whistles, just that monotonous noise. Oh, sends me over the edge. So, I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, is anybody else feeling this with me, or am I just up probably too early? So I'm like, you know what? It's a good thing I'm that morning witch. I'm that quirky girl that gets up even before my chickens get up to get my daily dose of dirt so I can share it with you and to turn off the frickin' signpost alarm. So it's fine. Just breathe. Let's breathe. It's Monday, magical Monday. And there's always magic in the mundane, even on a Monday like today. Signpost number 1. Mercury actually squared Jupiter this morning. And so it's no wonder I was feeling, and I guess it is still morning, especially in some parts. In the Eastern Standard Time, we're approaching noon. So, but yeah, it was no wonder I was feeling flabbergasted. Oh, that's a good word. Flabbergasted. Sometimes I laugh at myself for the things that pop out of my mouth. Okay, so yeah, I was feeling rushed. Mercury with communication, with the to-do list and getting things done in order. And this was just a huge reminder for me. Listen, you got to let off the gas. You've got to adjust your expectations. You're setting yourself up for failure, because if you don't get to check all those things off your list, which I love to do, I love checking off a list. Yeah, my anxiety is just going to rise because I'm like, I didn't get to check that off. So yeah, I need to adjust my expectations and what I think I can and cannot get done. So you know what? I just went to the fridge, stuck that sticky note there. Actually, it's a list that has a magnet on it, and on the side of the fridge, and just walk away. Walk away from now, go back to the daily dose of dirt, because there's another signpost, and it's a Sun-Saturn square that was already an occurrence. And this aspect has a tendency, which you wouldn't think because it's a sun, but because it's squaring with Saturn, it has a tendency to zap our energy instead of actually refueling it. It's just too much. So this was just another huge signpost, reminding me that I need to take my time. I only need to tackle one moment or one chore or task at a time. Reserve my energy. It's still a long week, and I want to enjoy the weekend. So time management, mindful planning, mindful thinking, So engage in this Aquarius air day. Settle down, relax, be open-minded, cooperative with yourself. That don't set yourself up for failure. Just one little thing at a time. That's all it is. Just one little thing. And the last quarter moon occurs this afternoon, and in Aquarius, squaring the sun. Wow. So the moon is waxing. Actually, the moon is waning. I'm so sorry. The moon is waning into the new moon because it's approaching next week, May 11th. And this definitely is a yield sign. So we need to shift gears down into slow motion. Take time to tie up those loose ends. Sort out what is working and what's not working or serving you. Just sort it out. Long-term thinking. The big picture is going to unfold. Just let it happen naturally with the natural rhythms of life. And that's hard for me. I'll just admit it's hard because I'm a Sagittarius. I want to get things done. I'm a list. I'm a doer. So if you're feeling what I'm feeling, just walk away. Slowly walk away from that to-do list and concentrate just right now where you are. Plus, the Daily Dose of Dirt archetype card for today was pretty provoking, provoking for me. It's from the self section, and I dropped it. I'm back. I'm good at dropping things. Sorry. It's blustery today. The Father. Can you see this? The Father. Okay, so studying this card for the first time, keywords that popped out to me, of course, are Father, Great Father, the masculine, the protector, the father figure, and studying how this card looks. And I like to visually describe what I am seeing because it speaks to me in so many ways. Is at first, and you might recognize this too, is the dualistic nature of this card and the Father. He is light, he is dark, he is champion, he's failure, he is strong, he is weak, he's present yet gone. He's both guardian and the one that throws you out to the wolves. But he's not a god. He's not a king. He's just flesh and blood, human, the Father. Okay, so whether you are a mother or a father, which we all are, and I do not have human kids. I have 2 fur babies that I am the mother and the father to. And I have a sexy homesteader that is both as well to our fur kids. So this card is speaking to both of us. And it's speaking to you as a mother and a father. It's not in the physical or personal sense. It is speaking in an emotional sense, an archetype. The Father, like I said, is me. The Father is you. And this card is calling us to connect with the masculine energy we all possess. And as a woman, I tend to connect with my the feminine side. I'm sisters and kindred spirits and wise women. But I forget that my masculine side needs to be brought to the surface and connected with too. Balance, light and dark. You can't have one without the other, right? Exactly. So this card is asking, what kind of father are you? What kind of father are you to yourself first and then to others? Do you resonate with the light side, the dark side? Are you present, supportive? Are you kind yet authoritative? Or do you resonate with the dark side? Do you disappear? Do you ghost yourself and others and the ones you love? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to need to contemplate this one for a little bit longer. This is not one that's just easy peasy, cut and dry. It's dualistic, and I'm sure I'll be seeing it again in the near future to study it a little more. I'm already having other thoughts that I will scribble down in my journal to share at a later time, especially when this card reveals itself again. So, um, my father was present in my childhood. I was very, very lucky to, my mom and dad are still alive, and they have been married now for 49 years. Yay! And they're doing well. They're doing well. And I thank the universe for that blessing to have both healthy parents. But still today, my father, the father figure, in my ideal, in my little enchanted life, was not what I expected it to be. I was never a daddy's girl, but I was never a mama's girl either. I was always just my own. I was very independent. I've always had to learn the things the hard way. Stubborn. I'm stubborn to a fault. I am a true Sagittarius. And so, yeah, my dad was a fine father. He still is. We just never really connected. He worked a lot. He provided, but he was one that did tend to resonate with the dark side of the father because of his work. And he was gone, and we just didn't connect. And it was all about providing, giving me stability, the privilege that he wanted me to grow up having. So I'm still battling with a lot of that now, not looking for a father, but realizing I didn't have a lot of the light side of the father instilled in me. I tend to want to do and to go and to provide and to help others and to serve. And sometimes I don't connect in that intimate way that is so important. So yeah, I really have a lot to think about with a father card. One of my good friends, Wendy, she's my older sister that I adore. But she said she read the Daily Dose of Dirt today on medium.com, and she said, I was a daddy's girl, and her father is now passed away, but she says, I was a daddy's girl. I love my daddy. We were our connection. And she says, so I don't, when I read your Daily Dose of Dirt and read about the father, it reminded me of that intimate connection of being daddy's girl that I had with my father. And it reminded me of that. And I had good memories today to think back on. So she thanked me for that. So everybody is going to resonate with the father in a different sense, a different way, depending on how you grew up, who was in your life, who wasn't in your life. And how you might be parenting now, or who you're parenting or mentoring. So these are, like I said, this is thought-provoking today, the father card. And so yeah, there's a lot to accomplish this week, being Monday. And but after reviewing today's blinking signpost and the father card, I think wisdom from this crone here would be to just father yourself today. Spend some time fathering yourself and do a reality check. And don't set yourself up for expectations that, are only you're not going to meet. And honestly, in the big picture, scheme of things, they won't matter. They won't matter. And maybe they're not even serving you. So get rid of them. And I will do the same. I will do the same because this is my daily dose of dirt too, first and foremost. And then I share it with you and hope that you can take, even if it's this much from it, in some way to bless your life and keep you moving forward on your path. That's my life song, and that's what I like to do, and I want to continue to do it. And I just realized I have got to go back and edit the Daily Dose of Dirt on medium.com because I keep, sometimes when I'm thinking waxing, I say waning, and sometimes when I say waning, I say waxing. And I don't even realize it. So the moon is waning. When it becomes full, it waxes. And so now we're waning. Last quarter moon, waning, new moon, May 11th, Mother's Day, May 9th. Just pray. It's all good. So tomorrow is Thrilling Tuesday Tarot Day. So if you are a subscribing patron for the Craft and Crone at patreon.com, you can search for the Craft and Crone there, patreon.com. There should be a link to the Craft and Crone at subscribe today, become a patron, so you can get your live tarot reading for Thrilling Tuesday tomorrow. So I encourage you to do that so you'll have access to that Patreon perk. And I look forward to seeing you here again today with me, your Daily Dose of Dirt. I hope it serves you well.